Morning guys, Mark Ferrasci with Protect Dog Training. Well, if you guys watch the news, and I'm sure most of you have, you know that we've upped the ante with the fear involved with this thing. If they're talking 100,000, 200,000, quarter million people getting it, it is going to spread. We're in an area, luckily, that doesn't have much because we have a lot of social distancing, etc. But a virus like this is going to spread. We don't have any antibodies to it, okay? And it's going to happen, and I've said that from the day one. I thought 1 in 3 people will probably get it. And then the odds of who's going to go and who's not, it's a scary thing. And next couple weeks, as these films start to get online, let me go ahead and let Buddy out. We'll take a walk. Come on, Buddy. Buddy. Come here. Wait a second. Okay. Jumbled, guys, jumbled. I got to put a collar on him because I'm doing the stim collar with a return because he's getting real cocky. So I need that calm, so I'm trying to build that conditioning in with my stim collar. So I've been putting it on in the morning when he's the most real active and wanting to blow me off, which is real normal for him. He's a very strong-willed dog, don't forget. So we're practicing our comes, basically a return to me. All right, good boy, bud. So I'm gonna let him get a little excited. I've got it on 10, I want it on 12 because I want it a little bit more higher than normal. If we've established that his working level is 10, Buddy, good boy, yeah, good boy, good boy, good. Now I hit the button, and as soon as he responded, I get a lot of praise, a lot of motivation, things that he's used to. I could have a toy, I could have some food, whatever it is, but the positive has to always be the same. 2 and 2 always has to add up to 4, okay? So now I'm going to turn it up one more. I'm going to go to 13, maybe even 14. I want a faster return, and I want him to really be cognizantly aware that he's turning it off, okay? So I want more uncomfortable. And then even the long line's on him right now, because if you had a problem with this, if he got confused or whatever, you would use the long line to pull him in to get him to go in the right direction, okay? Because he could still be confused. Buddy, good boy, yeah, good boy. Now he can feel it. Good boy, good boy. That's my boy. And I would have done a double tap if he didn't want to respond to me and keep coming. Good boy, buddy. Good boy, buddy. Good boy, yeah, good boy. And I did real quick, good boy, good. Yeah, boy, good. Yeah. And some drivey type stuff. All I'm doing is making drive with my body right now. I don't even have a toy. If I was thinking ahead, I'd have even a toy and give him something to be positive with. Okay, all we're doing is reaffirming that 2 and 2 adds up to 4. When you comply, that stimulation goes away, and your same thing you're always used to having, which is your positive and rewards, positives and whatever, are still here. Okay, that's going to make him want to start turning that off all the more. And this one is where we're kind of using a little bit of discomfort, because we're taking it from his working level that he can feel at a 10, and we're taking it up to about a 12 or even a 13. Just high enough that he says, well, I want that off, okay? Not high enough that really makes him yelp or punishment. We don't want to really punish the dog, but we want to reaffirm the fact that he's the one that's in control of turning it off. So we're going to use it in that regards. I've got it at a 13 right now. Again, his working level is about a 10, and that's when there's no stimulation. But think about this. His mind right now is all excited, just coming out. He's stimulated by smelling grass, doing this. He's into those distractions. Remember what I told you? Johnny is on the couch, and Johnny's not paying attention. He's watching TV, and you're trying to get his attention, and finally you get frustrated. You walk up and kind of smack him upside the head and say, Johnny. Johnny turns around and goes, hey, what the hell's happening? Well, that's because the child is distracted and into something, and he can't really even hear you, okay? So here's the same thing. We have a low stimulation, something that he could blow off if his stimulation is so high that he's not going to even know it's there because his concentration is into other things, okay? So I'm trying to accent that point so that you can kind of understand how this stim collar would work. There is a certain amount what they call escape or avoidance training that's involved with this, okay? It works very well, though, and we don't begrudge it. I'm not going to say that all positives the end thing. Remember, if you have a squirrel and that dog takes off after a squirrel with a high drive mental attitude of a working dog like this, he's going to blow you off, and there ain't no cookie in the world that's going to get him to turn around and want to come back to you. Okay? A stim collar is a very powerful tool if used properly, humanely, and layered in properly. Okay? And right now he's really into Finn. I'm going to go ahead and do this. He's already done his little dookie. Buddy, come! Good boy, good. All right, I couldn't because he had the stem. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. All right, good boy. So I took the button off right away when he started coming towards me. So now I got to get him unwound here. Buddy, you're a pain in the butt. All right, good boy. And the reason we leave a long line on him is because if I needed to go to that next step, he was getting confused or upset, I would have to balance that stimulation to the right level, and then I would use the long line to actually pull him in. We don't want to get the dog confused and not have that winning. So let's say, as an example, I was doing a down from my side, and he felt that stimulation, and he didn't want to go down. He kind of tried to tough it out, okay? I would actually pull him into a down, and as soon as he hit the ground, I would let it go, okay? The reason for that is I want to always be able to add up. 2 and 2 always adds up to 4 for the animal, okay? And as long as we're consistent with that, he's going to start looking for the way out, looking for the way to succeed. And that's what we're doing. We're giving him an option to be able to succeed, but we need to help him in the beginning, okay? Later, we might take it up to a level. When we know this dog, inside, outside, he knows what this stimulation means, then we might take it up to a punishment, but only with a lot of conditioning, a lot of work that we've got all this layered in with all these 3-way turnoffs that we've talked about and other things that we've talked about. All right, I'll let you guys go. Have a good day. Mark Ferrasci up in the high desert of California in our social distancing lockdown, and things are getting pretty scary, as you know, so we're going to talk about that more. I think I'm going to do a video with some of my express opinions and feelings on this thing that's happening, and I might tell you guys a little bit more. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Good boy, bud. Good boy. All right, good boy. All right, go on, get. I want him to go away from you one more time. Buddy, come. Buddy, come. Come. Good boy. Now, he just blew me off, and I went up to him. Buddy, come. You come. Good boy. Good. There you go. I went from a 13 to a 15, and actually went up to 20. Notice what he did. The dog will tough it out. I went up to a 20, and boom, he finally broke out of that. Buddy, come. Come. Good boy. Now see, he's getting used to it. He's trying to blow that off. Buddy, come. Good. That's my boy, big kitty. Come. Good boy. All right, so now I know that the dog who definitely feels it, we went up to a 25. All right, and the reason I did, I'm trying to see where the dog's head's at, if he's blowing it off, and that's what he's doing. He's trying to tough it out. He's trying to blow it off. Now, I'm not going to sit here and keep doing that to him, so I'm going to back off of that, and I'm going to come at it with other lessons, little pieces. Remember, 2s and 3s, right? Patterns of 2s and 3s, and I've got several other type of things that I can use. It doesn't always have to be just to come, all right? Now, I've got another gentleman that does a lot of stem collar work, and he has a big following of people that are on talking about stem collar, and he's pretty good at it. He's even written a book. He never talks about the level like I'm doing right now and talking about how he's raising it, what's going on. I don't think. And now maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think he accents it because he's worried about the negative involved in that. But remember, there's all kinds of things that you can use to train a dog, and we need to establish this relationship with him and the collar. No, he's out here grabbing stuff off the ground wanting to eat it. No, you heard me. Come here. This is where he's going to blow me off because I've got no control over him. I'm going to get into this as we go along and start working him through this. No, you with me. Good boy, good. No, with me. So what I did there is I took it out of his mouth, and there was a negative. You saw him yelp. And I'm right now trying to keep his attitude of not going to the ground. Why? Because I want to make sure he understands he's not supposed to grab something when I tell him not to. He's blowing me off, and he's saying, I don't want to mind you. Okay, and that being the case, I've got to work with that with a development between him and me. You with me. Good. With me. Good. And this is more about where I know he's going to mature into than anything else. Because the dog will get he's a strong-willed dog. And that's, you've heard the term biddable. Biddable basically is how easy is a dog to train. And one of the videos that I was watching on some other stuff, I won't go into it, but she had Staffordshire pits. And her pride in what she was doing in breeding was that she was making sure she was breeding them to be biddable, meaning how easy are they to work with. Because you get some breeds, some genetic lines are real strong, and they're going to blow you off, and they're going to try to not comply. And in Buddy's case, that's what he is. His dad is a very stout animal. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.